Sammi, back in London again. I mean, your memories of the stadium are pretty, profound. Could you explain for anyone who doesn't really know much about, firstly your background and how kind of parasport kind of came about, but also, the memories that you have here as well.
Yeah, so I got into parasport after I had an accident when I was 14, which left me paralysed from the waist down, and I got into sport quite quickly after my accident. My physio was incredible, he was trying to show me the way, and that was literally the year 2012, which was huge for parasport. And my mum and dad took me down to London to watch them racing, and I remember just being in awe of all the athletes in this incredible stadium.
Yeah.
Like the noise of that stadium was incredible. I remember saying to mum and dad, like, one day I'm going to be down there. I was watching Hannah Cockcroft and Dave Weir and stuff like that, and just thinking that's going to be me one day. But did I think it was actually ever going to happen? I'm not sure at that time, but it has, and I've gone on to compete here at World Champs in 2017 and come away with 2 gold medals and a world record, which is incredible. So I think, I feel like I have quite a good track on it. Yeah, I feel like this track does well for me.
Because we had, pretty much sellout crowds at that World Championships in 2017.
I mean,
how was that as an experience to be in that environment and winning gold medals?
That's the thing, it was incredible. And when I'm racing, I tend to only be the only Brit on the race, which is amazing. So they're kind of waiting for you to do the big roar. I competed in Rio, which was like, it was good, but obviously stadiums were nowhere near full. So then to come here and be in incredible form in 2017 and be able to win in front of a home crowd was the best feeling in the world.
And I've chatted to quite a few para athletes, and they've all said to me, London 2012 was amazing, but it, that inspiring the next generation and continuing that, obviously Rio and then Tokyo, Paris arguably is the best opportunity since London to kind of create that atmosphere and vibe. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm really hopeful. I've not really heard much about the ticket sales or anything yet, but I am hopeful that when the Olympics starts, people maybe sometimes can't get tickets for the Olympics, so they think, right, we'll go watch Paralympics. That's great, you've got to start somewhere if you don't know anything about it. So I'm hoping that Paris are pushing tickets and trying to get stadiums full, because it makes the whole experience so much better for us.
And the British public, they get behind athletes, don't they? I mean, like whatever sports, they get behind it in such a big way.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing, that hearing that scream when your name's called out, even when you're at an international and your name's called out, there's always some Brits in the crowd and they'll always scream you in. It's an incredible feeling to feel like one big family. And
just in your season so far, am I right in saying you've had PBs from 1 to 15 so far? I mean, that's pretty explosive. How's that been so far?
Yeah, it's been a really good season, to be fair. I feel like my coach has just been like, yep, don't worry, it's all coming together, and you're like, are you sure? And then I came out this year and broke all my PBs, so it's definitely coming together nicely. I'm definitely the fastest I've ever been right now, so that's exciting.
I guess the point being, what's the definition of success for you going into tomorrow and then obviously Paris, the Paralympics?
I think for me, success is a personal best first. I can't do any better than my best. Paris, obviously, sometimes you don't get personal best because it's a bit more tactical, so a medal would be incredible. Obviously done it in Tokyo in front of no one, so I'd love to do it again in Paris, come home with a medal and have friends and family all in the stadium.
And the final thing for me, and it's slightly kind of off topic from here, but we were down at Crystal Palace recently at the weekend, and they're redeveloping the site down in South London, and the local Labour MP that I spoke to has kind of a parasport kind of disability background as well, and he mentioned about he wants to make that venue accessible and maybe to have kind of major championships, including para athletics there in the future. Just to get your initial thoughts on, I know that you've probably heard this, but just to get your initial thoughts on that.
I think it's hard for us to find a good track because we like quite a solid hard track, and there's not many of them with stadiums in Britain, so it'd be awesome to have to actually race on a fast track with a stadium and be able to break records in front of crowds, because I think they get excited by that. If they think a world record's about to go, that's an exciting thing to be a part of. So if we could literally say this is fast track, we can bring in internationals. There's races every year in Switzerland, and the amount of athletes that brings across, because it's a fast track. It's not a stadium though, so people can't come watch, but I feel like if we get something like that here, we could definitely bring in the crowds.